has been the biggest challenge that you have had organizing the UFC competition, and how did you solve it?
Well, the biggest challenge, we always have challenges, right? When we want
Okay.
to organize anything.
Okay.
Even though you have to stand up in the day and go somewhere, you wake up in the morning, you want to go somewhere, you have a challenge already. What you're gonna wear, right? It's already a challenge. We live with challenges every day.
Yes.
But the biggest challenge I had personally regarding the competition matter, not the first edition. It was easy peasy because given the first winner of the competition at that moment had just 200,000.
Yes.
That amount of money was nothing. And the second 100,000, the third 50,000, we had a vacation with the winners. That was actually nothing. It was just to see how the
How
people will react.
react, yes.
But the addition that was a little scary, I would say, for most people was the second edition.
Yes.
The biggest challenges were we had a lot of challenges, but the biggest was a four-letter word, fear.
Here.
So yes, it's actually the biggest challenge when you want to realize or accomplish anything in life. Fear, and fear doesn't come from God.
Okay.
When you have a vision that comes from God, what the devil can do to distract you, to disrupt you, and maybe to sideline you, to sidetrack you, is fear.
Here.
Now, how does the fear was made manifest after me having that vision and communicating it? That fear was made manifest through different questions.
Okay.
I remember there was a day I wanted to purchase. I'm a very simple person. People think I eat shawarma all day, but I wanted to eat atasi that day. So I went to Begame,
Okay.
and I wanted to buy just like everybody else. I went there because I schooled inside that environment, and I know the quality of the thing she sells, the woman. So I went there. I wanted to purchase, and I saw a man. Right, we actually went to school together.
Okay.
And I was very happy to meet him, right? So we had a discussion. And that day he said, "Are you really going to give 1 million? That's just a buzz." I said,
Okay.
"But why? We're going to give it. Like, what is it? What's the problem with that?" And he said, "Oh, actually, I really don't believe you're really going to give away 1 million like that. 1 million is a lot of money, man. I think you should rethink about your goals, huh?" I said, "Okay, that's good." After it, I met another person.
Okay.
This is actually the boss of a company. He said, "These projects generally, we try to organize something in Palais de Congrès, and it wasn't a successful thing.
Okay.
Even the Salle Bleu, it's actually 300 seats. It was actually expensive. We didn't have the money to do it.
Okay.
How are you going to do this event? How are you going to do that? Like, I think this is quite impossible. And for English, how can you have a lot of people for English in a French-speaking environment? I cannot comprehend."
Okay.
And these questions were designed to make the one carrying the vision, the light bearer, doubt
Yes.
himself. So when you're a light bearer of a vision, when you're the light bearer, and then you have a problem with fear, you're not able to face your fears, or maybe the belief you have into that vision is not great enough to overpass or to actually go over the fear people give you. You're obviously going to let go of the
Oh, yeah,
vision
true.
and
Okay.
forget about it. So fear was the biggest enemy. Fear was the biggest problem we faced because nothing is impossible.
Yes.
Nothing is really impossible. And when you have God, nothing is impossible. But to make you doubt what is not impossible, people are going to talk.
Yes,
And when
exactly.
people talk, from the moment you start entertaining these different talks, from the moment you start considering these different thoughts or doubts to a certain level, you start second guessing your abilities. And when you start second guessing your abilities, you're driven out of the road. And that's it. So that was fear, actually. Because to have money, to have partners, that's nothing, right? To have whatever you want, that's nothing, because you can actually do everything. The Bible says all things are possible, right? For Christ strengthens me. So when you have that in mind, you know what? Nothing is impossible.
Yes.
But when you start letting other people's fears, doubts, or uncertainties
Stop you.
stain, actually spot your vision, then your vision is going to disappear. That's all. So that was fear.
Thank you so much.